guys, welcome back to Homeschooling Life. It's Lauren with you here again today, and I'm back with another curriculum video for you guys. This is just the week we're going to be sharing a lot of our curriculum choices, Amanda and I. And so today I shared my second graders, and now I'm moving on into my fourth graders curriculum for this year. So we'll just get started right off the bat with math. Math is Saxon for us. We switched from Horizons in the younger years to about third, fourth grade. We switched to Saxon, and so that is what we're doing. And he is in his fourth grade year, and he actually switched from Horizon 3 into Saxon 5-4, and then he went and did that and plowed through it because I realized there was a lot of crossover, and so he moved on into Saxon 6-5 last year, and he is about halfway through this book. This would be about a 5th grade level, and he finished 3rd grade last year, but math is something that he's done really well with, and so I just let him keep going. So he made it about halfway through this book, and he's worked on a little bit over the summer, but just a few lessons here and there, and so we still have a decent chunk to get through, about halfway. So he will finish this up this year, and once he finishes this, we'll just roll him right over and move on into Saxon 7-6. So, and I will show you that when you see his brother's curriculum choices come out a little bit later. But this is where he's at. Like I said, I just meet my child where they're at in their learning journey, and for him that was just moving quickly through some math concepts. So we will be finishing this up and starting Math 7-6 in probably late fall into the second semester of the year. So there's math, along with flashcards, along with skip counting that he's continuing. He's doing really well with his multiplication facts, so we just kind of keep those going and making sure that he's not forgetting them. And so the next thing I'm going to share with you is handwriting. He is another one of my lefties. If you saw my second graders video, I shared that my left-handed guys were a little bit slower in the handwriting journey. They just struggled a little bit with their with just learning to write and write well, and so we just let them go at their own pace. So he has started his cursive journey this last year and started with a reason for handwriting C, and he was finishing B last year, started into C, but he didn't make it too far in. He made it a quarter of the way maybe or so. So he'll finish up this book this year, and then I already had picked up this at a used curriculum store, so he'll move on into D when he's done with that. And we just take it slow, and handwriting's not his favorite subject, unlike he does enjoy math and reading, but handwriting has not been his favorite, and so he will move on into with his handwriting, but he's in cursive now, so we'll just keep it going until I think it looks pretty good or he's writing a lot in other areas. So that is where he's at in handwriting. And then we also are going to be doing typing. We usually just use like typing.com, just a free resource. I need to do a little bit more research into seeing if there's something else I would like to try this year, but he and his brother in 6th grade will be using some sort of online resource, probably typing.com, for their typing practice this year. So handwriting, typing, those are the extra things I kind of, skills that I, some days we switch them, some days they do both, just depending on what we have going on. So the next big subject for him that we're going to be jumping into is language arts. And I told you with my last video with my second grader that we had used The Good and the Beautiful last year, and we really did enjoy it. I just like how cohesive it is. It's all in one. It's really easy to just grab and go, you know, grab it out and do the next lesson each day, and it's all inclusive, like literature, grammar, punctuation, art, geography, vocabulary, writing, spelling. And he did really well with this, and so he finished level 4 last year in the 3rd grade, but he did level 4. It was just kind of where he was at when we picked up with that. And so he mostly enjoyed the books too that Good and the Beautiful has, the readers, and he did okay with it. He did well with it. So we're just I'm leaning towards just moving on with a level 5. This would be and that's why I need to print the rest of it. This is what my 5th grader did last year, and so he'll be moving on into this and using it. Now, with The Good and the Beautiful, we print it. I think I shared that before, but we print the PDFs. We have access to a great printer. We have a great printer, so it's free when you print it online that way. And I like that because then I don't feel like I'm wasting. If we choose to skip a lesson because we might, where he doesn't just love all the art, my 5th grader, then soon to be 6th grader, loves art. And so like he would love to do it. And so if I felt like we just needed to move on in an area, or we didn't want to do the art lesson per se, you know, we would kind of skip and choose. So I like that I can print what I need when I need it. So that is what we're going to be pulling from this. But I also have, we like IEW as we go on into the middle school years for my kids. So we have, and I'm sorry, this is an old book, and I've had it for a while, but this is Fix It Grammar, the Nose Tree Level 1. And this is the teacher's manual, and then I have the printables. They used to have like if you ordered the teacher's book, you got the student book ebook for free, so I have that downloaded on my computer. And so I just print their pages, and this is just grammar. So they just go through and they're rewriting a story and they're marking the grammar. I think I talked about this a little bit. So he and my 6th grader will be starting this probably this year. And this is 1 sentence a day. They copy it. There's some vocabulary words that they have the definitions for already in here, and they'll, you know, just write them out too each day. And they edit this, and at the end they do a rewrite of what they've edited for the week. So there's like 4 days of editing sentences, and then you rewrite, and at the end you have the story written. So not a lot to it, but it's a really great program. It really enforces those parts of speech, and just, you know, helps with their writing. So we like Fix It Grammar. So I will be incorporating this. That's why I can pick and choose from the other one and incorporate this. And we also will be starting with him and his brother this year, Phonetic Zoo. I've used this with my older kids. They have 3 levels, A, B, and C, and so we're going to be starting level A. He's a really good speller, so he may plow through this really quickly. And so we're going to do that. That's a really quick. We have the CD version because we have an older copy, and so they just put it in the CD player and they write their words. They tell them the word, they write the word, and then they tell them how to spell it at the end, and they check their own work. And if they pass, they just move on to the next lesson. There are 47 lessons. There's some personal spelling lessons that we skip in here that's like where you make your own personal list, and I've never used those before. So they move through it a little bit quicker, and then there's like a final exam at the end. So that is the other thing. We also have, he did not finish his Wordly Wise book from last year. I believe we started with level 4. He still has some of this. Is just something we pull out once or twice a week and work through for vocabulary. There's vocabulary in Good and the Beautiful. There's going to be a vocabulary in their Fix It Grammar. They're getting lots of vocabulary in their spelling. So this is just something, you know, if he has finished up stuff for the week or we're still doing school, I can just say, hey, work in this vocabulary book, and it's busy work. It is, but some of my kids enjoy busy work more than others and don't mind doing some of those workbooks. Or if I just say, hey, today just do your Wordly Wise and go read, you know, he is more than happy to comply with that. Or if we're headed out on, you know, for the day and we have doctor's appointments, that's something easy he can grab to work on and just keep his mind working on something. So that's what I'm leaning towards using with him this year. I will say just quickly that my other son is probably going to be using the student writing intensive level A. They've updated this now, I believe, but we have the older version. He's going to be using this, watching the videos and doing the IEW lessons for writing, their level A writing lessons. And so I imagine that my younger one is going to be watching some of these videos with him, and we may end up, you know, switching him over to doing this exclusively. You can tell him a little bit to him where I want to transition, but he really does enjoy the workbook part of the Good and the Beautiful. So we're still going to have that, and he'll still be working through that some this year as well. But that's what I'm leaning towards using, the Good and the Beautiful mixed with a little bit of IEW's grammar and writing and spelling. And so that is where he's at. And then along with reading, so the Good and the Beautiful we really enjoyed their reading. We'll probably still use those books, but I also like to add in reading for my other kids, my older kids. Like I said, with my younger one, I did as well. But we're going to be doing history. So I shared this in the other video. For history, science, geography, some of those other group subjects, we do those together. We'll do those with my 3 youngest are going to be doing the same thing this year. So I like to pull books that go along with the timeline that we're doing in history. So I did that for him. These are just a few of the books that he'll most likely be reading. I don't pick everything right off the bat, but these are just a few on my shelf that my other kids read that I know. And I'll just keep a book log for him to write down what he's read as he's read them, and we'll just do some narration and things like that as he reads them, you know, to share with me. So this is from Simply Charlotte Mason. This is a book, but it was really good when we studied ancient times, and that's where we're going to be starting as we do like a world history year. This is one, Detectives in Togas, that my kids, we've read and they really enjoyed. Homer Price is just a fun read. It's pretty torn up. It's an old book. So there's another one that he didn't get to last year. That he'll probably read. This is one that I own by Becca. It's just a little one-time novel. It's 4th grade is what it says, and so it's real short and sweet. Another one that he may read, and then I pulled this one off. I'm not 100% sure if I'll have him read it or it'll be a read aloud or what, but this is just The Swiss Family Robinson. Just a great book. So that is what my 4th grader will be doing this year for his personal core subjects. And of course, we're going to be doing other things like history, science, geography, Bible, all of those things as a group. He does his own personal, and I don't have that here to show you, but if you go back to my video last year for his 3rd grade year, I shared about meeting with Jesus. I think I shared all of my kids' curriculum in one video, so I'm not sure exactly if that's in it, but I may share that when I share our group subjects and our Bible things. It's like just a little short little daily Bible study that they get to do. And we have just ordered another one of those, and it's not here yet, so it will be coming. And then just a devotional or something like that they do on their own personal Bible study in the morning before we do our group things. So that will wrap up pretty much everything that he's doing. And of course, we're always reading aloud and all those things as a family. So if you've enjoyed this video and it was informative and encouraging, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We would love to have you here. We are really enjoying growing this community and just getting to know you guys. Leave us a comment and let us know if there's anything you would like us to share, any other videos, or you can share what you guys are using for your curriculum choices this year. We would love to see that as well. And we will see you here again soon, guys.